Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today we are doing midweek Magic near the end of the week actually. What happened was they had the update for actually it's not much of an update but they uploaded the midweek Magic and they also uploaded the Wedding Crashers event. Unfortunately, it was bugged as heck. It even affected the jump in event, so they had to take those down for the time being for a while. Then they put it back up. Though I kind of wish they extended the event duration because a lot of people are going to miss out on this event as a result of the timing. And with so little time to think about what to do, I just decided, okay, let's take a look what I did last time. And last time it was spells, so okay, let's go the other direction. We're going to be doing humans which is actually quite fair. So many people are actually playing mono white right now, which kind of makes sense. It's the most easily ported deck. I decided to splash a little green, primarily for wild shapes, some protection, Catilda as a way to do some quick ramp, Ranger class, primarily to get +1/+1 counters, but otherwise get some extra advantage, and Sigarda, also additional advantage. That said, we are pretty much running as many of the best humans as we can. I did not craft that many though, so that is a consideration. I can see an argument for cutting some of the wild shapes and just going all in on the all-in Bach escorts. I just ran them to 2 right now for the time being. But it's pretty much most of the best hits. Okay, maybe not Sunset Revelry. But it is a way to kind of catch up against a very quick aggro start, and werewolves are kind of the next most popular thing. I haven't actually seen much of black at all, all things considered. It's mostly been white or werewolves. Anyway, I did enough testing to make some adjustments to the removal base. Added a lot more cheaper removal. I can't just rely on the Fateful Absence and the Brutal Catars. Basically kind of needs more. Also cut some of the more clunky green cards. Like I did cut Sarit, sorry, could mispronounce it with Zaret-san. But and we added a few ambitious farm hands because we are, just in case we run into the 2-mana hand like this, because okay, it's not much of a big improvement, but it's still better. Brings me back to the days of having Birth of Meletis. So opponent has a portable hole. We can't confine that, unfortunately. We kind of need our own hole to put that in a hole. I think I'll stop right there. So that said, we do want to be careful on how we spend our removal here, because our opponent is liable to just go into life gain. I'm actually going to just hold right now. We'll hold for the Fateful Absence. If our opponent just swings with Lunar Veteran, we'll take it. If our opponent doesn't follow it up with anything, so be it. We can just end of turn the Fateful Absence. Although, if our opponent has something like Flare of Fate, our opponent doesn't lose the Search Party Captain. When enters the battlefield, draw a card. Ooh, okay. We'll actually ding that one instead. I could have dinged the Lunarch Veteran, all things considered, but this one is actually harder to remove. Circle of Confinement only hits a mana value 3, and it doesn't. Okay, so we're missing our drops, but we might as well go Gavany Dawn Guard. We are able to kind of hold. We are able to hold back in a sense, like if our opponent's checking the ward condition, it's ward 1, so Circle of Confinement will do the trick. Yeah, I actually considered adding a few copies of Borrowed Time, but I saw a lot of the white decks run Talia, so that is an issue. That's why I can't exactly go way too expensive. I also kind of wish the penalty for Circle of Confinement was not just limited to vampires. Come on, give us a break. If our opponent does let us Fatebound Judge, now that is a good confinement target. We're still missing our land drop, but we can't just let that flip. Also, because if we flip, it only hits us creatures. We kind of need the lands immediately, so we're gonna just swing in. I did not want to run the Fatebound Judge here. Also primarily because I don't have any of the Holloweds. Opponent is dropping one spell a turn. Also, yeah, really double checking that condition. We do have a Qatar Commando, so if I want to, I can actually just flash this in, snipe it, get the farmhand back, get my land back. So opponent's gonna go Candle Trap it. It's only can't attack and block, right? Oh no, it's just prevent all combat damage that would be dealt by enchanted creature. Well, we hit the land anyway. That said, we can now go Sun Gold Sentinel. And end of turn, we can just flash in the Qatar Commando, so no big deal. Our opponent still has way to... we don't exactly have the mana to really take advantage of Gavany Dawnguard quite yet. Also, thankfully, our opponent doesn't have the Coven quite yet. Dawnbringer Cleric. Destroy target enchantment. Okay. So he probably wants to get the Fatebound Judge again. We're probably gonna just save the Circle of Confinement for this one again. Yeah, Dawnbringer Cleric. Probably actually a good choice, but I opted for Qatar Commando because it does give us some surprise flash. Opponent goes Portable Hole. Opponent is gonna run out of all their stuff eventually. That said, okay, we'll let that cool. We can block this. And probably just Qatar Commando. We did hit our extra mana, but we are probably going to confine the Fatebound Judge again. Hold up Fateful Absence. Qatar Commando is just 1 mana anyway. One has a lot of cheap stuff though. Opponent goes Teleportation Circle. Probably a horrible idea with the Dawnbringer Cleric around. I could just snipe the Dawnbringer Cleric actually. Then I can decide later if I want to snipe. It's just probably gonna blink that, so that's fine. So slightly awkward that this is a 3, this is a 1, so Sigarda doesn't really help us that much. It does help us hit more mana though, so probably wait on it a bit. I still want to hold up the mana in case our opponent... I'm actually going to swing also. Let's see if our opponent is inclined to double block. Nope, as I figured they would not. Teleportation Circle's cute and all. Opponent might start cracking for clues. Cemetery Protector, exile a card from a graveyard whenever you play a land or cast a spell, so yeah, okay, that's fine. They could nuke their own Dawnbringer Cleric. So the question is, do I go for this? Our opponent can actually just keep flickering that. I actually need to decide. Let's see. It just eats cards. It does reset it, so that's actually fine. So I actually want to make sure that leaves first. Opponent is just going for gas. I probably want to nuke the teleportation circle eventually. There's so many other targets. Like, I want to take the farmhand or the... We can pass. Hit an evolving wild, so no biggie. I might skip on casting the escort for a reason that I want to get the benefit of the Dawn Guard. So I might just actually swing with Sigarda. Opponent's down to a so get the Dawn Guard a bit bonus. Yes, brutal Qatar. Though it's nighttime, so technically I can just cast this and opponent going for Sigarda's imprisonment. Sure. So since our opponent was so inclined to do it that way, we can actually just nuke the imprisonment before. Hold on, what does our opponent blink? Cemetery Protector again, so we're not sacking it quite yet. We can wait it out. I really want to take out the teleportation circle, but not quite yet. It does tell me that I do want more enchantment removal effects, so opponent actually holding back. So oh, actually, that's a tree. So this is a tree. This is a 2. Not too worried about it because it could just be a clue. It could also be what's that removal spell? That would be annoying. But at the very least, we need to flip the Moonrage Brute eventually. Yeah, we're gonna hold back Intrepid Adversary because that's a big ace that we really could use. So yeah, enchantment effects just to nuke out certain creatures are not quite good enough. That's kind of why you really want to have some Fateful Absences and all that. Opponent is thinking quite hard. Okay, they let that. So get our trigger. Our opponent definitely taking Adeline. Opponent could have destroyed target attacking creature, which would be annoying, but yeah, Divine Smite. It just phases it out. Yeah, okay. And we get the dual flips, so we take out the Cemetery Protector, and let's see what else we hit off the top. So yeah, life gain by this itself, I'm actually surprised our opponent. Maybe our opponent does have Voice of the Blessed, it's just missing it. Also important to have as many of our creatures to have be mana value 3 or less. Pretty much Sigarda's the only one that's on the top. So that Gabony Dawn Guard's pretty much a mini Winota. It's not as explosive as Winota, but it's still quite good enough. I can say the same thing for Sigarda. Not as explosive as Winota, but reasonable enough. Yeah, I would say that our opponent's removal suite could be better. Not a fan of the enchantments. The portable holes are solid. I opted for Circle of Confinement instead because they hit more targets. I think they hit a lot more targets, and that's kind of important. Can't expect everything to be aggro. In fact, like for werewolves, the sweet spot is 3 mana value 3. Vampires, they have plenty of 2s, but still 3 is a good sweet spot as well. Humans, a as it goes, most of the good rares are 3 mana or higher, so that's also the sweet spot number. Portable Hole is actually quite good at hitting a lot of the spirits and a lot of the zombies, but that's kinda it. So this is more matchup specific. And our opponent decided to give up the no, they just threw in the towel. They're still alive. I'm pretty certain they're still alive. Yeah, they're seeing now the advantage engine. Divine Smite. Yeah, we'll get another Qatar Commando. We don't quite need the excessive amount of mana yet. Let's see. Okay, so we will end up turn Qatar Commando. So that gets us another flip, and another. Yeah, our opponent timing out gives us another one of these, though we will have to sit and wait on this one. But not too bad. I'm pretty is this our first game? I'm pretty because I've been doing a lot of the testing within the past half hour, so I'm not even sure if this is the first game or not. I do know I have to. At the time of this recording, I am about half an hour away from starting the stream of Pokemon Unite Weekly. I'm still trying to figure out what to. It's probably gonna be focused on all rounders, though. I still don't have Machamp yet. I'm kind of saving coins for that. Yeah, opponent gave up the game. I'm also about to say gave up the ghost. That's too mean. Let's not say that. Let's not go there. I'll probably just keep end this at the half-hour mark, because it's a bit unfortunate that this event did not fire in a timely manner. It's a good event, I would say, especially all things considered. It's also nice to see. Yeah, even the mono white ones. It's nice to see the mono white without the stuff from Zendikar Rising. Yeah, especially the stuff from Zendikar Rising. Luminarch Aspirant, Skyclave Apparition, Maul of the Skyclaves, Elite Spellbinder. Those are pretty much the 4 cards that carried most of it, mono white. And what were the other good stuff? And the other good stuff that carried over from the rest would be Infestation Expert. Okay, I'll take it. What? Ah, yeah. Kaldheim gave us Clarion Spirit, and Usher of the Fallen. Trying to think. Then AFR gave us. Oh wait, no. Kaldheim also gave us Code Spell Cleric. That's another 1 mana thing. Kaldheim gave AFR gave us Portable Hole and. What's it? Okay, so we can go for green with this one. Yeah, Portable Hole and Monk. So we can go Catilda. We can go Qatar Commando depending on what our opponent's running. But let's keep our opponent in suspense. I am not liking the fact that I'm drawing quite a lot of lands and have no way to filter those out. So Curse of Shake and Fate. There is some incentive for us to cast multiple spells, but we're not quite there yet. So I might not. So I might just go Qatar Commando next turn. Yeah, might be careful with the Catilda. Yeah, because we are taking damage if we cast more than 1 spell, so we might have to be careful with that. Having spells with flash is kind of neat. Brimstone Vandal. Ooh. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll keep it simple, Circle of Confinement on the Brimstone Vandal, then just go in for early damage. Only because our opponent doesn't seem to be traditional werewolves, so I'm probably gonna be wrong in a few minutes. Yeah, there's your traditional werewolf. And probably a fight spell to go with it. Immolation. Okay. So, knowing that... Yeah, it doesn't feel great taking a planes when we have so many, but... I don't want to... I could play Catilda for protection from werewolves, but our opponent is running a good amount of removal, so I want our opponent to kind of empty their hand out a little bit. Also, kind of want to save room for Fateful Absence, depending on... Because our opponent is clearly aiming for a particular 5-6 drop. Because I can snipe it now. Let's snipe it now. Let's see what our opponent has. Okay, so ideally the play is some Dawn Guard. I actually want to play Dawn Guard Catilda just to... Though we will take a hit that way, but... Yeah, we'll do it. Because we get the flip, we need the card advantage. Qatar Commando is a good one. Tavern Ruffian. So let's see. I could just cast this for Intrepid Adversary, though my concern is a well-placed removal spell will kind of dome us a bit. Let's just go for it. Yeah, we could... I forgot we could actually pay one more, but... So we have the security. Tovalar's Huntmaster. I figured they would have something like that eventually. So I'm actually gonna... I can swing with Dawn Guard. Our opponent could just mass jump with a lot of stuff, so that's a bit scary. So I'm actually going to... I don't want this to flip into Night either, actually. That's another concern. Hold on. Could I convince our opponent to... I think I can. Yep. This one's super sketch. Our opponent can easily kill this, which would kill our Dawn Guard, but... Yeah, I might be playing this wrong. Okay, opponent's just chumping it though. And since they're just chumping it, to make sure it doesn't flip, I'm pretty sure I haven't cast a spell yet. Yeah, Qatar Commando. Let's make sure it doesn't flip. Our opponent can make it flip on their own. Well, they hit a Sunstreak Phoenix. I will block. And opponent concedes right there. I like the idea, though. I think our opponent is doesn't exactly have a full collection quite yet, or at least they don't have all the good stuff quite yet. So apologies to our opponent. I don't have all the good stuff either. I only crafted a few extra. Actually, I don't think I crafted that much extra. I only crafted 2 additional uncommons for this. Okay, maybe 3 additional uncommons. Like, what are the notable cards I did not include? Hopeful Initiate. That's pretty much an auto include I did not consider for this one. I did not consider Paladin class because I expected there to be more creatures and less about spells. Let's see, what other... I did not craft more Intrepid Adversaries. I probably should. Loyal Warhound. I like Ambitious Farmhand, so it's kind of fine. So I did balance it out a bit. I didn't craft that many. I definitely could run Talia even Yeah, and I happen to have exactly 2 Adelines, so, and the 3 Brutal Qatar, so that was perfect. So that was just some actually good fortune for me, I say, because it's very expensive to make a lot of these decks if you're crafting them every time. Thankfully, we don't have to craft them every time, but there's like if you are not fortunate in what you get from opening packs or from your drafts, it's gonna be hard to. So you see, kind of the incentive of these events, it is to get people to start playing, putting out cards, which is actually a good plan. Okay, we will play the ambitious farmhand. Because why not? Having the extra Qatar commandos is quite good too. Let's see, does our opponent play Curse? Everyone loves Curse of Shaken Fate, do they? So the interesting trick here is that it's each turn, or how many spells are they expecting me to actually cast? So let's get our card advantage here. Guess what? We got another Qatar Commando. So opponent can kind of guess what I'm about to do. Opponent goes for a Curse of... Oh wow, creatures attacking enchant. Hold on. You know what? I'll humor you. There, I'll take the 4 damage. Oh, it has to be on my own turn. My bad. 3, 6, 9, 10. I think our opponent might have the vampire card, but it only kills these. It won't kill the Dawn Guard. Circle of Confinement. Let's see which card they take out. I have no idea. This is the second Curse of Shaken Fate deck, so, and my opinion of that is, it's bad. So I don't. So someone must have come up with that idea for this one. I honestly don't believe it's a coincidence that multiple people came up with the same idea. It is also possible it's a response to mono white, which does love to play all their drops. I think it's an overcorrection. It's not even a good one at that. If you want to deal with mono white, you keep the board clean. You have the creatures that are bigger than theirs. That's how you beat mono white. Because you know they're gonna pretty much overcommit. So take advantage of what sweeper means are available. Take advantage of being able to remove a lot of their stuff. That's pretty much what I would recommend. I really do not recommend Curse of Shaken Fate. So we'll do one more game. Sorry, apologies for that rant. On one hand, I like the free wins, but I know people can do. Okay, so we are yeah, so I am willing to keep this even though we're missing the green, because we can pretty much play all our white stuff anyway. We probably will lose this one if our opponent's any more aggro. If I see a third Curse of Shaken Fate, I would say that everyone's fate must have been shaken so badly by all the mono white. So if our opponent goes for a creature, I'm tempted to go Qatar. We don't have to go Qatar quite yet. But I do have to play something. I can't just not play anything. I'm surprised our opponent's not running individual removal. Let's see what their big drop is. At least we can Child of the Pack. Ideally, the Qatar stays alive. It gives us a way to... We can flip the farmhand. Though I would prefer to do it and still have 2 mana up in case I need to play Qatar Commando. Okay, we got that option. But would I rather... Oh wait, I goofed up. I'm supposed to Coven first. That was a mistake. So we got the quick flip. Next turn we should be able to cast two spells and flip it back again. I am concerned that we just helped our opponent a bit. Oh no, we helped our opponent a lot. So even if we get the 2 spells, we won't be able to take care of this, but we would be able to take care of everything else. So that's an issue we have to consider. So I want to cast 2 spells. I need to hold on to Qatar Commando because I don't want to use my Intrepid Adversary for that purpose. Actually, you know what? We will use the Intrepid. There's our 2 spells. No attacks, but because of the flip back, we can actually still snipe something. Now the question is, can we get past... Well, technically we... Okay, I was gonna say we can get past the Averbrook Caretaker, but not the Hungry Ridge Wolf, so I would have to... So we just need to keep the board relatively clear and have enough mana to always cast 2 things, because our opponent is about to flip again. Yeah, I don't think they're going to play anything. Does this have an act? No, they're just going to swing. We're going to take it. We'll see if our opponent has a spell. They probably want to flip it so they can get that. Catch is, I also kind of want them to flip it. So having... Does our opponent have... Because as soon as this flips, we steal the poppers. I kind of wish I got to... Though I do like the way it's set up, so it's not all eggs in that one basket. And opponent concedes. We actually managed to slip past an Averbrook Caretaker. That was super scary. I actually had one in the deck list, but I felt that was too expensive for our purposes. It turns out that yeah, Brutal Qatar was the triple Brutal Qatar is good, though we never had to cast the 3rd one. But having that option was great. Also hitting that green mana when we needed it the most was perfect as well. So we can say thank you to that good fortune. And you know what? Yeah, you know what? I need to take a break because it is almost time for me to go live. So that's going to be it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. Yes, it's possible to build a deck without having all the particular rares, but you do need to think carefully of your options also. If you've watched the video this far, do let me know what's your opinion on Curse of Shaken Fate. Okay, let's assuming that it's an all mono white or mono X meta, and you're expecting people to be playing 2 spells very often, what do you think? Is it worth it to cast a 2 mana that does nothing most of the time, except for those particular times? And is the payoff worth it? What? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.